Murata, the GOAT, one, the GOAT, have blessed the hearts of many once again with another chapter of One Punch Man. Chapter 157. Hello, it's the doctor. Welcome to my shop, my clinic. Chapter 157, One Punch Man, the new chapter that just came out. Not sure when this video is gonna go up, but right now I'm recording this right after reading the chapter. Another heavy banger. Some great stuff. Art, of course, great as always. 42 pages. 42 total pages of art. And this is like over the course of like 2 weeks. This is blasphemous. I don't understand how Murata gets this stuff done, but the GOAT is the only way I can explain it. This is the GOAT. Yeah. But let's just hop right into the chapter. Well, hop right into the chapter as in I'll be just doing a little overview of the chapter, do a little discussion at the end, whatever. So the chapter starts off, the helicopters are coming in, picking all the scrubs up, alright? The arc's starting to we're getting into top tiers here. We're going into the stratosphere, so to speak. We're passing the moon at this point, we're going far into the stars. So anybody left on Earth, you're behind. So we got like peons, I don't remember their names, it's been a while, okay? But you know, basically everybody's being sent off. We follow up with Garou. We look at Garou and after his initial attack on Sage Centipede, and basically Sage Centipede, he took damage, but he's basically like, whatever, heal. And Sage Centipede does acknowledge Garou as being kind of strong, but at the end of the day, he's kind of just like, you know, whatever, I'll still beat you up. Stop playing with me. And he also says, my boy Evil Natural Ocean over there will blast you for moving, so stop playing with us, alright? We will get you. God sent us for a reason. And I can respect that, you know? In the face of the monster Garou, they're not afraid. That's fair. Speaking of Garou has decided that he's gonna try to protect helicopter that's taking away the kid that he's been sort of tagging along with, sort of saving throughout this arc and whatnot. And he basically is like, okay, I gotta make sure they patronize the plane and try to take it down. So basically he just calls their attention, basically says, hey, you gonna fight me or whatever? And Centipede says, bet, I will fight you. And so then he hits him with a Centipede Grand March. It's a pretty effective move. Garou does take some heavy damage on it. And I can imagine, I mean, we're talking about a huge Centipede using its fists and then running through you with all of them. And that's a lot of damage. And Evil Natural Ocean then combos in with a Ocean Grand Cannon, which is huge. And also this whole panel, chef's kiss. Amazing. But after this, we get a special treat after this. So, Evil Natural Natural Ocean shoots Garou with the cannon, right? Bang. It blows up a whole area. And so I'm like, oh, you know, whatever. He got hit. He's probably going to get up and then beat everybody up. And then we see a stream of basically what we can assume is someone running towards Evil Natural Ocean. And I'm like, dang, Garou just got up. He's about to whoop Evil Natural Ocean right now. And we see it's Saitama. He's going for the kill. He uses killer move, serious punch. And I'm just like, it's about time. Because I honestly was expecting Garou to basically solo. Basically, I was expecting Saitama to effectively just sit on the side until it was his time to fight Garou. But it's kind of sensible that once Saitama kind of, with the scale of this fight, obviously things are going to happen in his area, and he's going to probably be like, you know what, stop the nonsense and kill somebody. And so Evil Natural Ocean is now dead. He gets obliterated. The whole area Evil Natural Ocean was taking over is gone. He is just defeated. The submarine that was in the area that kind of originally saw Evil Natural Ocean coming up basically acknowledges that, oh, that energy signature or whatever that was coming up is now dissipating, basically signifying that Saitama has indeed once again one-shotted another monster. It's just gone. And also, due to Saitama's punch, basically the battleship is basically in the middle of like a giant, huge, I guess you could say, wave system because of Saitama's punch and the fact that he just blew a whole giant chunk of water everywhere. So basically, they're like trying to figure out like how are we gonna get around this. And Saitama's just staying on the ship, like, dang, what am I gonna do with this? And basically, he's just staying on the ship and he just starts surfing. And I'm like, only Saitama would surf on a not surf on a battleship, surf a battleship, a whole battleship. And then you see the size of the waves in relation to Saitama's surfboard battleship thing, and it's just insane. It's beautiful. It's beautifully drawn. I'm just like, whoa. And after that, we basically leave Saitama and his surfing and whatnot, and Sage Centipede is just like, he's dead? That was my backup. And Garou's like, this match ain't over, alright? He can do that, but I'll show you what I can do. He's basically running up on Sage Centipede. I said Elder. And Metal Bat going in with a fighting spirit dragon thrashing. And I almost went crazy. Because, see, I had heard theories about the fact that Metal Bat would be taking part in this next chapter. I was like, ain't no way, because I've always been kind of a Metal Bat fan, because he's kind of cool, you know, he's got the pompadour going on, he got the baseball bat, it's just like, look at him, and I'm like, anybody who plays a part in any fights at this point is basically just reorganizing the tier list of who's top of the verse and who's not. So currently, if Metal Bat's taking part in this chapter, he has to be taking claim to somewhere up at the top. Say top 10. Can't say top 5 because there's some people up there. But top 10, maybe. So he goes in with a dragon thrashing, and it basically doesn't do anything. And then it's a repeat of the previous situation where Elder Centipede was running rampant, and Metal Bat was like, I'll take care of this guy. And then he ran into Garou, and now he's like, well, present day now, he's like, oh, you trying to get in my way again? And basically he tries to swing on Garou, and Garou's like, miss me with the bullshit, alright? I'm trying to take care of this guy. I don't even got time for you, small fry. And so Metal Bat chases him, and I'm like, is that a speed feat, low-key? Because if Garou's, well, we wouldn't say he's trying to escape Metal Bat, because he's really just kind of like, you would say ignoring him. So he's not really like avoiding him. But if Garou's running away running towards Elder Centipede and Metal Bat's keeping pace, that's kind of a speed feat, low-key. It kind of says he's fast. And basically Metal Bat's basically like, stop running away from me, I will beat you up. You're a monster. I see you're a full monster now. Whatever. Showing your true colors. And Garou's basically like, dang, this is like a little brother following me around. It's like he's paying my ass, whatever. And basically they're just running up to the top of to face area of Sage Centipede. And basically we cut to a little helicopter that's off, kind of in the area, that's basically like reporting on what's going on. And they're just talking about like previous things that have happened. They're talking about like the giant monster or whatever. And basically Sage Centipede is like, fuck you guys. And he's trying to swing one of his antenna at the helicopter, and Metal Bat then proceeds to go in and he blocks the attack. Again, this is a feat, because this dude just blocked a Sage Centipede attack. Top of the verse. It's about time he's showing his skills. And Garou, after seeing Metal Bat block the attack, he basically goes to the helicopter. He's basically like, get out of here. And he kind of scares him. He looks kind of creepy in this form. He looks like a bat creature or whatever. And basically, he kicks the helicopter away. And Metal Bat's kind of confused by it. He's like, what is he doing over there? And then Garou comes in with a flying kick, but he completely ignores Metal Bat and goes straight for Sage Centipede. And so actually I do know, because I know what goes on in the webcomic, but I guess you could say, with no spoilers, it's definitely showing shows the direction of Garou's interests, where he's not really worried about beating up. He's not worried about killing any people or anything like that. His main concern at the moment is just the strongest being on the field. Sage Centipede being considered the strongest as far as he's concerned, and him not really being worried about the helicopter or Metal Bat at this time. He's just like, alright, pack this guy up, and I guess if you'll be the strongest Metal Bat, then I'll beat you up. And so basically, Garou hits Sage Centipede with a super strong barrage, and Metal Bat and Garou fall to the floor, and they pose together. And basically, Metal Bat then is basically calling out Garou. He's just like, that's weird, you're a monster, and you're over here saving people, like, that's kind of weird. And Garou is basically like, shut the fuck up, don't worry about it. And Garou tries to play it off, but being like, oh, well, they'll tell everybody about how dangerous I am, whatever. And then he's like, anyway, he's basically saying, oh, you know, the helicopter over here got the kid you guys were trying to save, so you can worry about that and whatnot, and I guess we could also beat this guy up if you want. And Metal Bat, in perfect Metal Bat fashion, is basically like, you shut your filthy mouth, alright, you don't tell me what to do. It basically is just calling out Garou for being kind of weird as a monster. He's like, why are you over here trying to save people and whatnot, and we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you, etc. And Garou is basically like, you shut your filthy mouth, alright, I'll do whatever I want, and you're not really being a good hero if you're over here being concerned about beating up Sage Centipede instead of saving the people you came here to save or whatever. And then Sage Centipede is like, oh, well, you guys are open and you guys are being noisy, so you know what, y'all get in the hands. And instead, Garou and Metal Bat return the shot, and they're basically like, get out of here, alright, we're having an argument, we don't got time for this. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. At the end of the chapter, we come back with basically we see like the news characters basically talking about like what they saw and whatnot. They're basically like, oh no, a monster. It's about Garou. And then we see Siriu and Suiko, I remember her name, they're basically in the hospital, and they're basically talking about how Garou doesn't really give off like a killer intent. Again, I feel like there's a little bit of foreshadowing for the fact that Garou probably will be having like a turn of face where it's like, it turns out maybe he's not as evil or more so monstrous as he claims to be. Because obviously we have the scene, basically we have the whole section where he's basically worried about the kid, saving the people, basically saving the people in the helicopter, fighting Sage Centipede instead of attacking Metal Bat. Even the stuff before that with the Flashy Flash stuff and Platinum S stuff, all of that stuff, it basically implies that Garou's concerns aren't really with basic monster stuff, which is just killing and abusing humans. But besides that stuff, definitely gotta say, this chapter, I wouldn't say it's a 10 out of 10 because nothing super crazy happened. This is more like it's a good 8 out of 10. Because I feel like if I give every chapter like a 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10, I feel like that's a little bit unfair to all the other manga. But this one, it's just alright. Ain't the greatest thing ever, but it's pretty good. I'm very excited for the next chapter. I'm hoping we get some crazy stuff for Metal Bat, because currently Metal Bat isn't getting too much love because effectively he's kind of treated like a normal human, and he didn't really get the greatest well, he got a decent showing against Garou, but I feel like this would be a great opportunity to really show his limits, because once again, I cannot stress enough, like with the Elder Centipede situation, where we kind of don't really expect him to be able to handle Elder Centipede, since it ends up that Saitama has to kind of take care of him anyway, and Bang was going to use his like abandonment to try to take care of it and whatnot, but for the most part, no one really could properly finish Elder Centipede. Nobody could properly finish Elder Centipede, but Metal Bat was definitely going to take on Elder Centipede on his own. He was perfectly ready after fighting, I believe it was like a tiger class, and then it was two tigers and 2 dragons, and then he saw Elder Centipede. He was about to go ham on him too, and he hit him with a Dragon Thrasher, and then he got thrown, and then we got the fight between him and Garou. So him being confident once again to fight what should probably be a couple tiers above Elder Centipede, which is Sage Centipede, and basically be like, yeah, I'll take care of this guy, whatever, I'll throw ants, is basically, my impression of it is definitely him suggesting that he's like, hey, whatever this thing is still a small fry to me. We can get it poppin', and I will still take my sister to go for dinner in the evening. Like, I don't care. It's small fry. So, and considering the fact that Garou's not like, it's just definitely something on like the level of Garou. Like, a Sage Centipede is definitely still doing damage to Garou. It's not like nothing. He's not defeating it instantly either, as we see with him getting a barrage on it in the last chapter and getting a barrage on it this chapter. Clearly, Sage Centipede is something to be concerned about. So basically, right now, I'm just hyping up Metal Bat. I'm just really excited for Metal Bat to be showing his stuff. I'm really excited for that. And if that wasn't clear, I'm very excited for that. I've already said it 3 times, but I cannot stress enough. Very excited for that. So yeah, 8 out of 10 chapter. Love the Metal Bat inclusion. I think they're pointing a lot of directions, pointing more in the direction of Garou and maybe his mentality as a monster, which is going to be interesting. We'll see more of that, and maybe we'll see Garou like further explain his thoughts at some point. But for right now, just excited for the next chapter. Can't wait to see Sage Centipede get beat down. I'm thinking the next chapter will go something along the lines of either Metal Bat and Garou basically have their fight / argument, and in the midst of them fighting, they effectively beat Sage Centipede along the way, or they decide to team up, beat Sage Centipede, and then they decide to fight. I definitely feel like, sorry about that, I definitely feel like there's definitely going to be some type of fight between Metal Bat and Garou, because obviously, since Metal Bat's a S-Class hero, it's kind of like he can't let Garou just go. Well, if Metal Bat is capable of fighting, I highly doubt he's gonna just let Garou go, and I also highly doubt that Metal Bat's sister is gonna appear again and basically take him away from the fight. I mean, it is possible, maybe a little gag thing where she's like somehow found her way over here or something, or maybe she like calls him, perhaps. But I feel like it would be nice to see Garou push Metal Bat to his absolute limit. We really get to see just how far Metal Bat can go before we end this section with Metal Bat and Garou, and presumably head into the Saitama Garou fight. But these are all assumptions. Obviously, Murata and One are kind of straying from the direct path and having a little fun with all the things going on. So, hey, have as much fun as you guys want. It's all coming out great anyway. So, I'm definitely not complaining. With all that being said, leave a like if you like the video. Leave a dislike if you dislike the video. Leave a comment if you want to talk to me. I'll definitely answer your comment. It'll be one of very few, possibly 0 others. The doc is out. Peace.